Hello, thank you for tuning in to Vandalay Guitar Repair. On the workbench today, I have, well, new to me, this, I believe it is a 91 or 92 Carvin LB76 6-string fretless bass. Oh man, I am falling in love with this thing. So it needs a little bit of work, which I knew, which I got a good price on it because of that. Considering the age, it really looks good. So I'm not going to do too much with it today. I want to get these strings off. They're flat wound. I did notice that the nut is cracked. It's broken right there. The string's holding fine though, and I'm going to cut that a little deeper, a little wider as well. So it probably won't matter. But if I have to, I'll replace the nut. Right now, I don't think I'm going to have to. And I'll look at it a little bit closer once all the strings are off. And I also, I want to, well, clean it up. And I want to take a look at the bridge. In order for me to get the action where I want it, I'm going to have to probably file the saddle some and or grind the bottom of them. It's low. It's just not as low as I would like it, and it's just about decked out. So I'm going to go ahead and take a good look at that. But I have strings coming later today. I'm not sure what time they'll be here. Hoping that they get here kind of early. For now, though, we'll get these flat wounds off. But first things first, the electronics are crackly, so I want to go ahead and clean those really well with some deoxit, and hopefully it'll take care of that problem. I won't have to replace anything. It didn't seem like I would have to, but you know, if I have to, it's fine. I also need to replace this strap pin. Well, I'm going to replace both of them because I want to put my preferred type of strap lock on. But that one broke. I believe it broke in shipping. Not positive. It may have already been broken, but again, that's fine. So, man, this is pretty cluttered little cavity. It looks nice though. I don't believe that that is factory. I mean, as far as it looks like someone went in there and shielded it. Maybe it was done at Carvin that way. I'm not sure. You know, these were, especially then, they're pretty well made to order. So, you know, you kind of went on the website or called them and ordered what you wanted, and they made them for you. So these are fantastic guitars. They're, and basses, bass, obviously here. They're neck through. This model is neck through with, I believe, alder wings, maple neck through. But this is kind of hard to get to. I'm going to get in here and clean. It's really tight, but it needs it. It does. So, you know, when you use this deoxit, just keep in mind it, you know, it doesn't hurt anything. I did make a mess here, though. I didn't mean to, but, you know, whatever. It all wipes up and it evaporates really fast. So you don't really have to worry about hurting anything. But deoxit is, yeah, it's not cheap. I mean, it's not overly expensive, but it does last a long time, and it's well worth it. I mean, you'll use it on a lot of things, trust me. Anything with a potentiometer or a slider really does make a big difference. Keep it, you know, keep it around for general maintenance on your 2-channel stereo, you know, component, any kind of component that, again, has like a volume and tone, etc. But this is a pretty old bass. This is all proprietary stuff, Carvin stuff. It's a active 3-band EQ. I'm not even sure what the switch does. It also has a push-pull, which I believe takes it from active to passive. I haven't messed with it. I just plugged it in to see if it worked. So I'm going to have to kind of play around with it. But yeah, it's all clean, and just kind of twisting everything to clear any debris that there is in there. And here in just a second, I'll go ahead and plug it up, and we'll make sure that it's okay. I don't don't really know how to use everything. There's a blend, a volume, a blend, a 3-band. So I assume, you know, it's bass, mid, and treble. 3-band EQ, and then the switch. I'm just not sure what the switch does. I'll figure it out though. But my favorite color, I really, when I saw this pop up for sale, I've been wanting a Carvin for a long time, and man, this emerald green just, it speaks to me. It speaks to me. So let's see here. I think that's got it. And so I apologize. My mic wasn't on, just a mistake. And so I had to go in and re-record this, but just taking off these flat wounds now. And this will, this is going to make a big difference with when I put some round wounds on it. Also, sorry about the pajamas. I've been up since 2:30. This is really early in the morning. Just we had storms and the dogs are awake, and it just, it was hard to sleep. So I'm looking at this. It's a Spurzl, excuse me, locking tuner on the on the 6th string, and I'm just tightening all of these up some. But I did I did take that off because there's no washer on it, and I ended up finding a small washer that worked. But I haven't ever used one of those, a detuner like that. So that'll be interesting. And what I'm going to do here is go ahead and take some 4/0 steel wool and clean up this this ebony fretboard as well, and then condition it just to smooth it out. Again, though, considering the age, it looks really good. But yeah, this is a quality instrument, and again, you know, for the age, looks fantastic. I've looked at quite a few different years that they produced these. I believe they started in 91, and this is probably a 91 or 92 from my best guess, and stopped around, you know, I think they actually did at least a very similar model up through like 2015 from what I understand. But this one's definitely one of the first ones related to the tuners and the USA Wilkinson bridge that it has. So those are good ways to date it. They don't have real accurate, well, any kind of way to date it with a serial number. But yeah, I really like Carvin stuff. I have Carvin speakers, like mid 90s, yeah, I think, Carvin speakers in my bass cabinet, in my late 60s custom bass cabinet. So just checking the neck here. It was really pretty flat. I did adjust it some just because it needed it, but barely. So this looks to be a 1/4 inch. Turn that just a little. Oh wow, it's looking good. I'm gonna give it like an 1/8 of a turn. That should be us. Tiny bit more. Tiny bit. I think that'll be it. I don't want to do it too much. I'll let it sit for a while too. I think that's good. Okay, I am going to tape up these pickups. Because I'm going to hit this ebony board with some steel wool, some 4/0 steel wool, just to smooth it up a little bit. And then I'm going to hydrate it. And I'm just going to let that sit for a while. Say it's early in the morning here. That stream's coming later this afternoon or later this morning. I don't know what time they'll be here, but definitely got to get some round wounds on it though. All right. Once we're done, all I want to do with this, like I say, it doesn't need much. Oh, first, before I do anything, I think this is a 14-inch radius. I do want to see though. Let's see, here's a 14. Yeah, sure is. All right. So we'll use that when we set it up. But with these ebony boards, every once in a while, you know, once a year, depending on the way you play, etc. Just giving them a good rub down with some 4/0 steel wool, get some of the ruts out. And there aren't really a lot of ruts in this. I mean, it's minor. It doesn't even really need this. I'm just going to do a little bit, smooth it up some. Yeah, it's already looking pretty good. I don't want to take too much off, but it feels good. I mean, you're still going to see the lines from the strings, so that feels great. Gets all the gunk off too. All right, so I'm going to finish this up and then we'll hydrate it. All right, that feels good. I'm going to vacuum this stuff up. If you have headphones on, be aware. All right, let's go ahead and hydrate this. All right, going to use my Dunlop 65. Mineral oil works great too. I use that a lot, but I'm just going to use this, and this looks to be pretty dry. I spread it all over and let it soak. While it soaks, and take a look at that bridge. Let me see here. It's up against the nut. Yeah. All right, that's going to look fantastic. I'll let that soak in. Okay, so I have a couple options here. I can file this down some. What I think I might end up doing, and I'm just going to see, I need to get strings and put them on and just see how low I can get the action. I can take these saddles off, and I have a grinder out in the barn. I can just grind them down and make them lower, which might be my best option. If I really cannot get this action down, my buddy can route this out, and we'll just reset the bridge with a route, recess it some. It's not super high, but I want it lower than it is. So I'm going to try to do it without any body routing. I'd rather not do that. I will if I have to, but I think I can just grind them. It should work out fine. Because I'd like to be able to have some adjustability, so I'd like these to go down low enough so that I can actually not have them decked out, which they are. They're all the way down right now. So this is really doing a good job soaking everything up. Just a minute here. I'm going to wipe this off. I'm going to take a look at the nut, and I think I can save this nut. We'll see. Okay, I opened up that nut just a little. I mean, I don't want to do much until I get strings on it. Wipe this excess off. That looks nice. There's a nice ebony fretboard right there. Oh, sorry, fingerboard. All right, I'm gonna just clean this off a little bit, and that's all we're gonna do for today, at least for right now. Okay, I found a small washer for this, so that that'd definitely be good. All right, thanks a whole lot for tuning in. We'll work on this a little bit more. I have another really cool bass to work on coming up this week too. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, rock on, love one another.